Welcome, everyone. This is a special podcast. A very, very special podcast. Because of recent developments.
Yes. A certain ship has been officially canonized. And so we are going to talk about it.
The legendary. The glorious. The Odyssey.
Yes. Recently canonized in trailers for Star Trek Picard with the USS Enterprise NCC-1701-F.
To be honest, this has been a long time coming. Anyone who read the Picard Countdown comics will have seen this ship class, specifically the USS Verity.
Yes. This has been a long time in coming. And the Odyssey class itself has a long history outside of the Star Trek universe itself in the real world. It all began 11 years ago. Cryptic Studios opened up a contest to design the next Enterprise. And technically a different design actually won the contest, but CBS picked this design.
Perhaps they were future-proofing.
Possibly.
On the plus side, we finally have a true, canonized Enterprise F, which means no more fan and horseshit, no more stupidity. The Excalibur class Enterprise F can go straight to hell now.
Yes. What we have is the glory of this thing. Now, I will admit the in-game model for the base Odyssey could use a few touch-ups.
And it may just. Remember, Take, the Star Trek Adventure source book has an updated version of this model.
Yeah, fair enough. The Utopia Planitia book does have an updated model.
And then what happened?
Picard.
Say what you will.
Yeah, the boat is... say what you will about Kurtzman, but the fact that he's trying to appeal to the fans...
The actual fans.
Only helps us.
Because this is a trend. The Sutherland, the Gagarin, the Reliant.
Okay, finished. Good.
You
were able to heal his music, right?
No.
God damn it!
You could just put it up through a bot.
I can't. I can't. Discord doesn't do that anymore. The bot doesn't work.
That's retarded.
I was holding up my phone to the mic doing the Star Trek theme. No one heard it. Ah!
Let's just move on. Now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cry now.
Don't cry. That makes a sad gibble.
Right. I'll let you two keep going for a little bit. I need to use the bathroom. I will be right back.
Now, we have a bit of a love affair with the Odyssey class. Specifically the Super Oddies. The ships like this. which have the Aquarius-class frigate stuck in the rear end instead of the shuttle bay. One of my top priorities when I started out playing this game was to get these ships. Okay, my first priority was really to get the Excelsior, then the Sovereign. Then I just snowballed from there.
He basically just went from, okay, that Enterprise, that next Enterprise, he just kept going up the ladder.
Can't blame me for it, though. And then, glory of glories, more boats.
There will always be more boats.
If this thing would cooperate. Adi, 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 adi. Nope. Nope. Slightly better, but I'll stick to the original Adi, thank you very much.
Okay, I am back. We're on to the Yorktown.
Yeah, we're on to the Tier 6 versions. Jorn really hasn't had that much to say.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed right now because of the stupid music shit.
It's not your fault. Besides, if I really want to play music, I suppose nothing's going to stop me from doing it.
Yeah. But... Oh, and he just disappeared.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, the Yorktown originally got revamped early on, but that was due to the inclusion of a new, better vessel, which I will be showcasing very shortly in combat. Something my reviewers have been demanding for a long time.
Yes. The legendary Command Dreadnought Cruiser.
I suppose Jorn doesn't like this thing. I mean, I don't blame him.
This skin doesn't really work as well.
It's like they tried mixing the Excelsior and the Adi, and the Sovereign. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the Galaxy too, but yeah.
Go Adi, or go home. But
I'll admit I do like the Yorktown, but...
oh, believe me, I'm gonna stick to the glory that is the Adi.
Okay.
Which in this case is a Tier 6X Adi, complete with vulnerability exploiters, vulnerability locators, and a few other miscellaneous consoles. However, the Adi... the Tier 5 versions of the ship include Work Bee deployment, which implies a cavernous shuttle bay, deployment for that Aquarius in the rear end, which you can clearly see. Where the hell is it?
Yeah.
Right here. Though this needs not only a Tier 6 revamp, but another skin. People have compared this thing to the Sydney class, specifically the USS Janolan. So
Yeah.
perhaps that would be a valid alternate skin?
Yeah.
As well as something from the Galaxy, Saucer Separation. And you might notice something. While it does, this thing is a child of Earth and Mars.
Yeah.
I was half expecting Jorn to say something about that.
Oh, what?
The Odyssey is a child of Earth and Mars.
Well, the Belters are gonna feel pretty left out.
I was not referring to the Expanse.
I thought it was gonna be funny.
40K.
Oh,
Oh.
Just like the
0
Imperium.
1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1.
Exactly.
Happy toaster noises.
Yeah. This ship's design originated from San Francisco.
it was built in Utopia Planitia.
No, the ship was built in San Francisco, but its design heritage comes from this child of Mars, the
Yeah.
Galaxy-Class, and this child of Earth, the Sovereign.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whoops, I keep clicking on the Dreadnought version. Oh well, it's time to show this thing in combat, something my viewers have been demanding for years. And why not bring this thing into combat against the Borg?
Alright.
After all, the Borg are going to be continuing to be a threat, in spite of Janeway screwing them over so gloriously.
Yeah.
Continuing on, though, while the Odyssey-Class is a very formidable starship, it always needs more guns. Behold, the Lexington.
Oh, yeah.
This is the mirror version, obviously, but it takes everything from the Galaxy and marries it to a more sleeker design. More torpedoes, more phasers, VLS missiles. The Spinal Lance of Doom. I love this thing. I adore this thing. But I am not a fan of the fact that there's no standard Odyssey version. I mean, yes, the Yorktown is sleek and all that, but it just looks kind of wrong in a way. And then there's my personal favorite version of the skin. Because mirror.
Yeah.
Wow, nobody wants to do ISA. That is strange. We may as well go on to the less fun parts about the ship. Starting with the ship editor. Gonna make it look nice and black.
Mm-hmm.
The ship has a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holy crap, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, holy crap, how many phaser arrays does this thing have? Not enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ooh. STF has queued at least 16 phaser arrays, 4 torpedo launchers. We can launch probes, photon torpedoes, quantum torpedoes, transphasic torpedoes, even the fancy chronoton stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And has approximately 60 decks, which is roughly taking the same amount of space from the Sovereign and the Galaxy and putting them together.
Yep.
Now each deck is 2.5 meters tall, which is standard, good enough for government work.
Yep.
So it's the height of a 60-story building.
The situation is grim.
Yep.
And because things decided to be stupid, I'm gonna have to reassemble my godforsaken HUD. 60 decks can run with a bare minimum of 1,500 people. And sheesh. I have a bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh.
Someone is mind spamming, which means I'm not going to be able to show this thing off.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But, yeah.
The nanite transfer.
This is kind of why I don't bother with this sort of thing.
The nanite probe to repair
Yeah.
the transport.
But, yeah. The Odyssey is the biggest Federation starship built to date. Well, Jupiter might be larger,
But it is the largest generalized starship. The Jupiter is more of a mobile star-based type affair.
yeah.
It certainly has the maneuverability.
Yeah. And Star Trek Adventures, Ron mentioned it was in there earlier, but this thing is the biggest ship in STA as well. Most starships only go up to scale 6. Scale is their measurement of size. Scale 1 would be like a shuttlecraft. Scale 2 would be a runabout. Scale 3 would be ships like the Defiant, or some earlier Earth ships. Scale 4 is like the baseline standard, the Constitution, the Miranda, the Intrepid, etc., etc. Scale 5 is bigger ships like the Excelsior. Scale 6 is the biggest size ship they get, with
Sensors confirm that the transport
Galaxy or the Sovereign. The Odyssey is scale 7. 7.
And that is how the Odyssey works. As a Dreadnought cruiser, it can mount dual cannons. I suspect if I was going pure beamboat, things would be a little less difficult.
Yeah.
But that is the standard Odyssey. Let's go to the other side of the mirror.
Yeah. But yeah, scale 7. Normally the only things that go larger than scale 6 are starbases. That tells you that the Odyssey is... It's the large... It's in a class of its own, even in STA.
And now we get to blow up some Borg. More Borg. All the Borg.
Yeah.
Jorn,
Huh?
are you even paying attention, man?
I am paying attention. I'm trying to multitask here.
Well, I figured I'd ask, because, well, you haven't been saying much.
I'm trying to, but I'm trying to help Zam with something.
No.
He's
Well-
been bugging me about something he wants to work on.
Lovely. But yeah.
Not really bugging me, just like he just keeps messaging me like, "Hey, want to work on this? Want to work on this?" And like, I like the idea he's wanting to work on. Like, I just have a lot of other things to work on too.
to make a comparison, the normal Audi is essentially the baseline galaxy, if with more elements of the Sovereign. It certainly has the heritage of both.
Yeah.
It's got the sleek it's got the sleek Greyhound-esque lines of the Sovereign and the very nice curves of the Galaxy.
Yes. The Lexington is the Galaxy X. Minus the third nacelle.
It doesn't need the third nacelle. This thing's got quantum slipstream.
Yep.
Which, in point of fact, also explains the split neck design.
Yeah.
When Voyager returned home, and was subsequently decommissioned because it went through hell, it brought home a lot of technology. Specifically quantum slipstream. Now, QSD would be somewhat implemented in ships like the Vesta-class, the Protostar class as seen in Prodigy, which, ironically enough, is probably the best Trek of the entire Kurtzman era. Don't.
Join us.
Yeah, it's kind of
Become
disappointing,
one
isn't it?
with us.
The kids show happens to be the best. That's just depressing.
Yeah.
I just demonstrated one of the parts of it. The torpedo bomb. The other I just demonstrated was the spinal lance, which I really think should be featured in legendary for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I must have made a lot of things mad today.
Yeah. But,
Again, I
yeah.
was shooting a tactical cube.
Yeah. It really does say something when the kids show is the best of modern Trek. Yeah, believe me, they've tried a lot of different stuff with Trek. Prodigy for one, and
The less said about STE, the better.
yeah, Picard's been trying various stuff, and
Picard has been hit or miss.
yeah,
Mostly
And
miss. To be
yeah.
fair, they've had some success.
yeah, and then there is Star Trek Rick and Morty, aka Lower Decks.
The only good thing about that is the additional votes.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't, I mean,
Crap. I'm not sure if that's me or every member of my team.
yeah, but, yeah. The only good thing about any of the new tracks is some of the boats.
I have a few problems with Protostar. The California is tall.
And the Lower Decks also properly canonized the Luna.
Take what we can get. Of course, I'm not a fan of the fact that they character assassinated Riker.
Yeah.
Thank God for temporal specialization, huh?
Yeah.
I refuse
Yes.
to die.
Yeah. But yes.
Oh!
Ow.
And I did anyways.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Seems I'm not the only one pulling out an Audi for this.
Yeah, it seems like there's at least one more.
And there's a tactical cube. This STF needs a revamp.
Yeah, that it does.
Just look at that. It's all out in the open, and I can't shoot it.
Yeah. And it probably... A lot of the older STFs, just like the older ship designs, revamped.
Just look at the Shalkir class. It went from holy holes to upside down Springfield.
Yeah. But yeah, they've updated most of the canon skins, and as stated, they also updated the Shikar, the Reliant, the Sutherland, and all those. All the ones that have been properly canonized, and they've updated the Orktown.
Perhaps this is a sign.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Think about it.
Hull integrity below 70%.
Why did they revamp the Gagarin and pretty much every other boat?
Because they were being canonized.
Perhaps the Shalkir will be joining their ranks.
Perhaps.
It's a very logical presumption, but we're going to stick to the Odyssey.
Yeah. So, though I will mention, my best guess, given the design of the Shikar, if it does get canonized, I imagine it's going to be in the Rick and Morty form.
Oh god, damn it.
Right. Like I said, that's the most likely option that I can see. Anyway, back to the audio.
Elegant, massive, destructive.
Yep. And with a storied history, both in Star Trek itself and in the real world.
As stated, this was the first starship to actually... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I was about to get lance weapons or that thing. This was part of the Design the Next Enterprise contest.
Yeah.
Now this wasn't the top 20, but it wasn't really the top. In fact, the ship that
Chimera class was the design. Actually, yeah, the ship that was going to be the design that eventually became the Chimera class was the one that overall won the contest. But CBS said, we don't like that design. We like this one instead. We'll use that.
To be fair, I've seen the winner, and I agree with CBS, now Viacom CBS. This is the better option.
Yeah. As I said, the other option eventually became the Chimera class. And it's a decent design itself. And yes, I do agree this is the better Enterprise. But that was rather controversial still, and it meant that Cryptic could no longer do proper fan designs. They've done other ship design contests since, but it's never been submit your own. But designing the Enterprise was the first and last time that they accepted viewer submissions. They accepted player submissions. In the contests they've done since, they presented a series of designs and had the players and had the people on the website vote for those designs. And this stemmed from the fact that this came as a result of of how the winner of that contest was not the one picked for the Enterprise.
Now, we might as well take a look at the other Oddie subtypes.
Yeah, and also don't take our words for it. We actually have a friend in the cryptic staff who told us about this when we were mentioning other fan designs for starships.
I'm
they
really
said,
disappointed that there's not going to be a TMP version of Pioneer. It works so well.
Yeah.
The new Civilizations mod for Stellaris, it just looks so well. It fits.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the Endeavor variant.
Yeah.
This was another one of the Tier 6 variants released after the end of the Iconian War. It's a bit more angular and blocky, and it's inspired by tactical escorts and such. By more tactically minded vessels.
Akin to the Prometheus and such.
Yeah. About the one thing I like about this is the rear end. I mean, they put an extra hull section over the Aquarius docking port.
They could have introduced the new shuttle bay.
Yeah.
You know, the one they deleted from the original subtype.
Yeah.
Disappointing, but what can you do?
Yeah. What can you do indeed? Anyway. Next is the Sojourner. This is the engineering variant. And it adds some more galaxy elements and
quite a few elements of the Ambassador, really.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at those pylons.
Those pylons and the nacelles directly.
I hate this version of the ship.
Yeah, and the saucer section is definitely galaxyized.
Even giving it a new material doesn't help.
Yep. And then we have the Verity.
Nope. Just... no. 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 Not even reskinning it helps.
Yeah.
Much better. Much better.
The Yorktown Mirror.
What can I say? Yeah. I really like mirror coloration. It's aggressive.
Yep.
If only the Terran Empire was enlightened.
Nice guys.
Perhaps that can be something we can discuss in another podcast. For now, though... Yeah, the Yorktown was chosen for the Enterprise because of its, well... I will fully admit, it looks the closest to the original Odyssey, though...
Yeah, I think that was the intent when they made the Yorktown. It was like, just take the original Odyssey and...
slim it down somehow.
basically the Yorktown is to the original Audi, what the TMP Connie is to the TOS Connie. And
Cue Strange New Worlds fans saying, and the TOS Connie to the Strange New Worlds Connie. You'll have to self-throttle them later.
yeah, but I know Ron prefers the original Audi, but
It's more of a structural thing. How the hell do you lose that much structure from the ship?
yeah, still, I do like the Yorktown. The Yorktown is my favorite of the Audi design. Well, the Yorktown is my favorite of the Prime Audi designs. I like the Lexington as well, but the Lexington is a mirror. The Lexington is basically a mirror design. Sure, it does show up in Star Trek. It does. I'm sure it does have Prime verse skin, and the Space Dock lore video on the Yorktown does have the Lexington as an official variant. But I still see the Lexington as primarily a mirror ship.
Presumably
Because,
akin to the Devron, the Galaxy X.
yeah,
After all,
because
IDW.
yeah, IEW showed that the Galaxy design in the mirror universe skipped the original and went straight to the Galaxy X variant.
And
Third
seeing as
nacelle, phaser lance, increased firepower. Terran, basically, it took the Terran design aesthetic, take the design and add more weapons, and make it more combat capable. And the Lexington is basically the same thing. It's it's the same frame as the Yorktown, but with extra bits to make it more of a fighter.
Now, to be fair, IDW did
fighter
show the
as in
Enterprise.
combatant. Yeah, to make it more of a combat ship.
IDW did show the ISS Enterprise D and the USS Enterprise D in the same place more than once, so Starfleet knows the Devron exists.
Yeah.
And seeing as IDW is very much somehow the best, I mean,
Yeah.
just look at the mirror emblem. Earth is a shield, backed by a sword.
Yeah. No need for that satanic upside down delta arrow.
IDW knows what they're doing. And so
Yeah.
does Cryptic, because 11 years after this was introduced into STO, it appeared out of the blue. Everyone watching that trailer was going, okay, it's going to be more about the Titan. Ooh, there's a nice shot of the new Earth space dock. What the hell is that? What the hell was that? That looks familiar. Was that an Audi? Wait. That NCC-1701-F. Is that a 7? Oh my god. It's the Enterprise. The Enterprise F is canon.
Yeah.
This is actually a good trend.
Yeah.
Because think about it. First, this has to be done. This really has to be done.
Okay.
Advanced. This. And this.
Okay, uh, our
And
our
this.
our version of the stream. Well, my visuals are sort of lagging behind, but
Okay, the Reliant. The Reliant, the Sutherland, the Gagarin, all of those.
designed by Cryptic.
Okay, we might as well add the Ross. I despise this thing. I really do.
Yeah,
It just doesn't look right.
yeah.
The
It's like,
The Audi was Sovereign mixed with Galaxy, and it made it look good. This. Ugh.
yeah, the Odyssey. Yeah, this is like an inbred bastard child,
I mean, it works.
but
Eh.
yeah, and they also can, and I don't know if they properly canonized it or not, but Star Trek Adventures Utopia Planitia also included rules for the Pathfinder.
It might show up because we don't know.
Yeah,
However, there is this thing. Now, fully admitting, I'm not a fan of the Deflector,
yeah,
but the Avenger could show up as a more refined subtype. After all, this is a baby Audi.
yeah,
And if the Audi could appear,
yeah.
what does that say about the Avenger or other Starfleet ships?
Yeah,
The Guardian
yeah,
recently got a revamp. That could
Maybe
show
it-
up.
maybe that's coming.
This got a revamp, a heavy-duty one. It might show up. Same with
Hey,
the
and-
Concorde, though
Yeah.
these two still haven't gotten their proper redesigns.
Yeah, and the Pathfinder also got stats in the Star Trek Adventures Utopia Planitia book. Though I will admit that's probably at least partly because the Star Trek Online people did an STA game with the Pathfinder. So that's probably just properly showcasing the stats of the ship that they used.
Maybe. And while I'm pretty sure that the only reason they even reworked the Andromeda was for the Sutherland, it might show up. We are
Yeah.
looking at a golden age, people,
Yeah,
where beta becomes alpha. And it's
Yeah.
only gonna get better for us. Pure and simple.
yeah. No matter how badly Kurtzman screws up, his screw-ups in the end only help us.
He might screw up story-wise, but the ships have been canonized. We might see the Equinox. I'm not a fan of the Da Vinci, but hey, what the hell.
We might see the Equinox, the Appalachia.
The Grissom. This thing got a revamp. We might see
Yeah.
the Horatio. They show in Picard. I don't know. This thing
Yeah.
got a revamp too. It might
The
show
st-
up.
The Senzo, yeah. We might see the Repulse.
I hope we don't.
Well, I hope that if we do, it gets a major revamp, including curing the nacelle cancer.
I wasn't referring to the Repulse.
The Resolute.
Yeah, that could do with a little bit of cancer healing.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the Resolute.
And this thing, it got revamped too.
Yeah, the guy, yeah.
We are seeing a renaissance. Beta is becoming alpha.
Yeah, we may see more.
I hope we do. I really hope we do.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even include this thing.
Okay, give it a moment for the thing to. Ah, yes, the Shran. I mean, yeah, the original McGee definitely doesn't work because the technology just isn't there. But the Shran, maybe. Well,
And
the
this
Shran.
thing, it got an update too.
Which one? Which
The
one?
Operations Miracle Gurker Cruiser.
Ah, the Scott. Yeah.
Now it's ugly.
Yeah, it's
But it still
ugly, and
works.
from the side it looks like a briefcase. But who knows?
Let us hope, let us pray, that Kurtzman continues to cooperate with Cryptic. Sure, it means STO has to include more of his crap. But the writing staff knows what they're doing.
Yeah, the writing staff.
They know how to take his crap and make it glorious.
Yeah. And the fact that he needs to keep using their stuff just to make ends meet. It is glorious.
And it only works for us.
Yeah. My only hope, the only other thing I hope is that we see more non-Starfleet cryptic designs becoming alpha as well. I mean, the Bortisque. This thing's counterpart in the Klingon Empire. I would like to see that become alpha, because the Odyssey and the Yorktown are sexy. The Bortisque is sexy in a different way. It is the epitome of Klingon design philosophy taken to the maximum.
We can only hope.
Yeah, we can only hope.
And hopefully, we get what we want.
Yeah.
Keep screwing up, Kurtzman. But screw up in a way that benefits us.
Yeah. Keep screwing up, but screw up in a way that helps us. Yes.
With that, this celebratory podcast is complete.
We'll see you all later.
We'll return to our regular broadcasting.